being around watermelons all day, you might get sick of eating the sometimes messy snack, but not for farmer Dan Van Groningen.
That's good. That's crispy. It's sweet. It's wet. It's everything a watermelon should be.
But then again, he's had a lot of practice eating watermelons at his family farm in Ripon. For more than 70 years now, they've been growing the picnic favorite and have loved every minute of it, seeds and all.
1939, we started growing watermelons the first time. My grandfather did. And my father was young then, and he would do the harvesting. They would load the watermelons into small little trucks and bring them to the rail car and load them, stack them by hand in the rail car. And that's how a lot of the watermelons were shipped.
Dan's right. When it comes to the harvesting of watermelons, not much has changed over the years. The melons love the warm days and cool nights the Central Valley offers them, and they take about 100 days to grow before they are plunked out of the fields by workers who transfer them to the harvest truck. While they still grow the traditional seeded ones, they have planted more of the seedless watermelon varieties in recent years as they're becoming a consumer favorite. But no matter which one you like, how do you pick the best melon? We turn to the expert.
So anyway, I would pick this watermelon simply because it's all filled out on the end. This is the fill out end. You know, here's where we cut the stem off right here. Okay, and this is where it's growing. It's growing from this end, and it's all filled out. See how it's all filled out right now? If it's indented somewhat, it's still growing. Okay. Now that is one of the things to look at. You want to have one that sounds good.
No, yeah. What's the thumping?
Okay.
I mean, well, is that an urban legend? Or
well, the thumping is after you've picked the watermelon in the store. Let's say you assume all the watermelons are ripe in the store. Every one in that bin or on the shelf are ripe. Then you want to start feeling them. If they have a good sound to them, it means that they're not overripe. When they have a flat sound, it doesn't have a good ring to it. This has got a nice ring to it. If it's got a flat sound, it's either overripe or maybe it has a hollow heart.
After the watermelons leave the field, they are taken here to the packing shed where they are sorted and even polished up a bit. There are now several generations of Van Groningens working together at the farm, including Dan's 86-year-old dad. In recent years, the family has diversified the farm and has 4,500 acres in production of a variety of crops. So now when the sun goes down on the melon harvest, work just begins on the other big crop, sweet corn.
You know, we like to do it at night because the corn's cooler at night, and it takes less to get the heat out of the corn at night. If we harvest during the day, there's way too much heat in the corn, and the corn will go into a starch.
After harvest, the corn is kept cool at the packing shed and is quickly sorted and boxed up on ice. Dan says he hopes to harvest more than 19,000 ears of corn per acre, and with 1,000 acres planted, that's a lot of kernels to say the least. But luckily they've got a lot of loyal customers, like the Cattleman's restaurant chain of Northern California.
We get it here, we prep it, we wash it real good, we get it ready for the pot. It's in the pot, I would say no more than 20 minutes. As soon as the water boils, we turn it off, we ice it down, and we just put it away, ready for the cooks. All the cooks do after that is just put it on the broiler. They grill it for a good, I'd say no more than 8 minutes, just to get a nice color on it. Make sure it's got enough butter on it, and we serve it up right away.
The restaurant proudly displays their close relationship with the farm on each table. And despite being a meat and potatoes type of joint, they're doing a steady business in corn. They go through about 500 ears of corn a week at their Vacaville location alone. But not all of us are fortunate enough to have a nice meal out. A growing number of people in need of assistance in the San Joaquin Valley has prompted the farm to give back to its community. Each week, the farm sends truckloads of produce to local food banks as part of the California Association of Food Banks Farm to Family program.
We were seeing folks that when we went to the store, you recognize them working in the store, and then all of a sudden you see them at our doorstep needing food assistance, needing help. It's not just the single parent, the single mother, single father. You know, it's the working people that still can't make things you know, ends meet.
I think what each of us are given, you know, if we're given much, we're required to give a lot. And I think that's very important. You know, that's the way I was brought up too. You have to give.
Giving back to the community that supported them for more than 70 years now is just one of the many reasons this family farm continues to thrive now and no doubt well into the future too. For California Country, I'm Tracy Sellers.